Now, John in Alabama, finish your point. You said you were, you said you're there in Alabama outside the air base, and there's just troops suddenly with name tags off everywhere. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's part of Jade Helm that is in Alabama. They expanded it to Alabama. It was 7 states. It's now 10. And it's just, I mean, I see it myself. I couldn't wreck and get video of it, but I was in San Marcos yesterday doing an investigation that we're working on, and I saw a black MRAP driving the other side of the road, and then I saw Homeland Security people in blue uniforms walking out of a gas station when I was getting gas, and they knew who I was, by the way, and saw me and kind of did like this and got in their vehicle. I'm not kidding. I mean, as soon as I looked over the gas thing and these people were getting in their car, it was 2 older guys with, with short beards. They just went, oh, God, that's Alex Jones. We are just overrun with DHS. So tell us what you saw in Walmart.
Okay, I've always been the type of guy to mind my own business, until all this stuff started happening.
I get it. You're just a regular guy. What'd you see?
And it affects me as an American citizen. And, I was raised on patriotic beliefs to stand for and uphold the Constitution because all the men in my family were in the military. And I'm in Walmart the other night down here. It was real close to 1 o'clock in the morning if it wasn't 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, fine. What'd you see?
I'm walking through there, and I see these 2 guys in black suits, and then they've got other guys around them. They're talking to a Walmart manager. And I walk past, and, people can tell me I'm crazy, full of crap, whatever. Like, I tried to take a picture, and they took my phone. They had UN badges on their lapels. The little globe with the leaves, the same thing on their flag was on their lapels. They had ID badges to Fort Rooker, UN personnel. Like, they are here in America, man. They don't want anybody to know. As soon as I tried to take a picture of the guy, I was tackled to the ground by what I'm assuming is his bodyguards, arrested by the city police, and my phone was taken, and they still haven't got it back.
All right. Okay, if this is true, and I believe you, look out. We're going to jump on an airplane right now. I want you to put you on hold. I want you to scan whatever email, the arrest, the paperwork, and we will send reporters up there because, that is just outrageous. And, sir, there are UN troops all over the place. They have Russian troops, and I heard about this years before it was confirmed, training to take on domestic groups. It's all part of secret treaties, and the treaties are breaking up right now. But, yes, they have Russian troops training at secret bases in Denver and Colorado Springs, and this even came out in the Denver Post. They admitted it's secret to take on domestic groups. So it's a global government. It's State Department Memorandum 7277, Freedom from War. It's global government after the global crash. So I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to get your contact info right now. John in Alabama is back. John, we're going to break here. When were you arrested? Okay,
come again.
Holy hell. John, when were you arrested?
Let's see, what's today? Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning around 1 a.m.
Okay, and you say you don't know what they charge you with, or did they not charge you?
They just took me to the city jail in handcuffs. They kept me there for about 2 hours and then kicked me loose, so that they were cutting me loose on a recognizance bond to come back and get the paperwork that I would need for court and everything, and it would tell me what I was charged with. Now, I'm not a criminal, but I have been arrested.
Sir, I'm sorry I was short with you. We had some phone problems and you'd hung up. You sound credible to me. Okay, so you've given us your number. I want you to get us your paperwork. I got Corsi coming up, but I want to call you back in overdrive. This is important.
Jones and the GC.
I want to flesh this out, so thank you, John. Sorry if I sound angry. Now, John in Alabama, thank you for holding. If folks just joined us, you live in Alabama, outside an air base, and you're in there at Walmart at 1 in the morning a few days ago, and they grab you, take you to jail, but don't charge you and say, come back later. I've seen that with demonstrators before. And you were there, and there were guys with UN name tags with a guy in a black uniform, and they tackled you, and the police came and took you to jail. Amazing. And if this is true, it's incredible. What else can you tell us about this? What did the police say to you in the squad car? Was anything else said to you?
Well, Alex, I don't know about how censorship is on your show, so I'm pretty sure I can't quote them verbatim. But in a nutshell, they told me that I effed up by wanting to get picture happy with my iPhone. And, you know, I told them I was just, I mean, I could be wrong, but I told them I was exercising my First Amendment right, freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of assembly, and they didn't care. Like, my iPhone is probably no more, but...
Wait, they didn't even give you your iPhone? They didn't give you your phone back?
No. When I left the city jail, they told me that I could pick my iPhone up when I picked my paperwork up. And you know, like I told you earlier, you know, before you went to break earlier, you know, I've been arrested a few times. I know the ins and outs of it. You're supposed to be formally charged. You're supposed to get paperwork as soon as you get kicked loose, whether it's you have to pay to get out or you get a recognizance bond, a property bond, what have you. And they give you your property back.
Well, sir, here's the deal. I would call the local media, and I would say, troops stole my iPhone at the Walmart. They won't give it back. That's a news story. And if they won't cover it, we'll come up there. And I'll go in there with a video camera to the police department and say, give him his iPhone back. And let them try to arrest me. That's fine if they do. But I believe you. I've had similar things happen to me. This is incredible. Describe these UN troops for us. How were they dressed? What the uniforms look like? Where were they in the Walmart? Break it down for us.
Okay, the men that I saw in the Walmart, the gentlemen that I'm presuming are bodyguards because they're the ones that pulled what I'm assuming is Glock 17s because that's standard issue sidearms.
Oh, wait, they pulled firearms on you?
Yeah, yes. They drew down on me in Walmart while there was a total of 6. 4 of them drew down on me and covered me while 2 of them took me to the ground.
Well, that's unprecedented. Armed troops pulled a gun on you.
Armed in plain clothes, and I'm assuming that they were protecting the 2 men in the suits with the badges on their lapel. And, like, I didn't mean them any harm, you know, I mean...
No, I understand. It was some type of diplomats or something that think they're God.
Yeah.
So what happened next?
All right, well, they took me down with no resistance at all because
we're almost out of time. What else happened? What else happened?
Okay, they detained me and held me on the ground. One of them had a knee in my back, holding both my hands behind my back, and I let it go on. And then the city police arrived, and they carted me off to jail. And, you know, I got out a couple hours later on what they said was a recognizance bond. You know, in good faith, I'll show up.
All right, brother, here's the deal. I'm going to send a reporter up there. I believe you. We need to go back to Walmart, recreate it. We need to go to the police department. This is huge. Armed UN forces tackling and then robbing a citizen's iPhone and taking him to jail.